Hi guys, it's Freedom here. In this video I'm going to show you how to use the intraday breakouts indicators. So here we are on the Bitcoin 15-minute chart. We're going to add the backtest version of the indicator. Okay, so the strategy is based on the triple screen strategy. So we're going to see the three things. So the first thing is market tide. It is in fact a MACD on a higher time frame chart. So in the weekly, I'm going to add another layout to show you. Okay, so at the bottom we have the weekly chart of Bitcoin, and we are going to add the MACD indicator. So the idea of the market tide is that when the MACD histogram is rising, we will have a bullish trend, and we will only take long trades during this time. So with the intraday breakout indicator, we can see the market tide with the first line at the bottom. So if the line is green, it means we are bullish. If it's red, it means we are bearish. Okay, so currently we are bearish because we see the histogram here is falling. So we see the first line. If we zoom in, actually it's squares, but we can see it as a line also. So the first line is red, meaning we are bearish, so we are only going to see short trades. Like for example, here we have a short trade. Okay, so this is for the first screen, the market tile. We are now going to move on the market wave. The market wave is on the daily time frame, and it uses an oscillator. Okay, so we're going to add another layout. So here we're going to move to the daily time frame. Okay, so here we are on the daily time frame, and we are going to use the oscillator. So the one we are using here is a Williams percent range. So we're going to add it to the chart just to see how it works. So this is this one, the Williams percent range. Here we have. So the idea is to be bullish when the oscillator is oversold, like right here, and to be bearish when the oscillator is overbought. So for example, here on the so for example here we are overbought, sorry, and here we are oversold. So to match the configuration we have here, to match this short that happened on the 8, we have to look at the parameters. So we have the oscillator length set on 3, meaning we have a length here of 3 bars. So if we set it here to 3, we can see that here on the 8, so this trade happened on the 7, sorry. So we're going to zoom in a little. So the day before the 7, we have an overbought situation. That is why we got a short here, because the market wave is represented by the second line here of colors. So we were bearish here. Okay, so that is why we got a short here. Right now we are bullish. As we can see, the oscillator is oversold. So yeah, I use different time frames, and to make sure the indicator does not repaint, you have to use the time frame. You have to use a higher or equal time frame to the current chart. So here the current chart is 15 minutes, meaning we have to use time frame higher than that, higher or equal. So here we are good. And finally, the third condition is the breakout. So this is what you see here, the line, the yellow line, and when bullish, those are blue lines. Okay, so this is the final condition for a trade. We are going to wait for a breakout. So here we got a short because we broke through the support here, and both conditions were good for a short trade. You can see the two lines were red, so that is why we got a trade. If you go back in time, here we got both long condition and a breakout with the line. So the indicator works like this basically. We got all the three screens on a single time frame, and we avoid repaint by using higher time frame. And we add to that a trailing stop loss. I'm going to show you guys in the parameters how it works. So we got the stop loss section here. So we can see that we start with a 2% stop loss, and we add the trailing system to make the trailing stop follow the price when it goes in the right direction. And as you can see, we also got a take profit. And so we got a take profit section here in the settings. For example, with short trades we set it to 5%. So this is the green line here. If we use the ruler, you will see that it perfectly matches 5%. But we can see that the take profit does not happen right when we break the line. In fact, it trails, so this is what we call a trailing take profit. I'm going to show you guys with replay mode how it works. So we are in the middle of the trade, and if we use replay mode, we will see how the trailing take profit works. So here we have the trailing line that we can see in green, and that's it. So what it does, it follows the price when it moves in the right direction, and it saves a little bit more profits. So you can play with it in the configuration. Okay, so this is this feature, and basically that's all for this indicator. You can see that it mainly works in intraday. It gives really strong signals. When backtesting, you look at the profit factor mainly. Anything bigger than 1 is profitable. We can set good risk-reward ratios, like here we have for longs who are 2% stop loss and 8% take profits, knowing that the stop loss is trailing, so it's not really 2% stop loss, it's a little bit less than that. So that's it for the backtesting. We're going to look quickly at the alert setup version. So the alert setup version looks exactly the same if you don't change a parameter, and we can create alerts to receive notifications on the trade. So here we have the different alerts we can create. If we want an alert for long entry, long stop loss, long take profit, same for short, we can use these alerts. For example, if we want to create a long entry, we click, select the first alert. We use one spare bar close. Make sure to use this. And we write our message here, and we click create. We get a warning, but we don't worry about it, and we get our alerts created here. Okay. If you see a green circle, then it's great. It means it's working. Okay, so I'm going to create another alerts. For example, we want to exit our short, so the long. If we want to exit our long, we use long exit. It will trigger on take profits and stop loss, so it will take account of all the kind of exit that can happen. Once per bar close and create. You see, it's quite fast when we know how to do it. So now we just have to wait until the alert triggers. Alright guys, that's all for this video. I hope you like the indicator, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.